Hi guys, welcome to a new video. We're doing a sit-down video today. We're doing a Q&A video, and it's all about Florida and Disney. We will be doing one that's not about Florida and Disney as well.
These are your questions that you've asked us on our social media, which we've collated together, and we're going to answer them on the vlog.
Yeah, so thank you for dropping the questions onto our Facebook. And shall we just crack straight on?
Yeah, go on, give us the first one.
Right, the first one is, let's have a look, from Leslie Brisenden.
Hi, Leslie.
I apologise now if I get anybody's name wrong.
Just call everybody by Leslie B or whatever their surname is.
Because people like to know that it's them.
Yeah, but you can't pronounce it.
Have you ever been to Gatorland? If not, would you consider going when you next go to Orlando?
We haven't
ever been, have we? I think
we've talked about it a few times. We've got the coupons for it when we've been over there, but we've always.
The reason I've not gone is, and I'm not 100% sure about this, but I think there's sort of like some bad reviews about it, about how they treat their animals as well. I'd have to look that up to be 100% sure. Obviously some people don't like SeaWorld, so some people don't like Gatorland.
Yeah.
But it's the same with Animal Kingdom and things like that. They've got animals, obviously.
And Epcot's got
dolphins.
Dolphins.
So I'd have to look that up before I went to Gatorland, just to make sure that I was comfortable with going there. But yeah, we know it's a big thing.
I mean, it depends whether they do conservation. I mean, SeaWorld do conservation now. They don't sort of raise things in captivity. They just rescue injured animals and just recuperate them.
So it's a possibility, but I'd have to look it up first.
Yeah.
Tracy Collins says, "What do you always buy to bring home from Florida?"
Coffee.
Yeah.
Root beer.
Yeah. Well, no, did we bring some root beer?
No, we once brought, when we went to LA and when we went to a California trip years and years and years ago, we brought
2-litre bottles
and put it in a suitcase.
And
the
it
pressure
exploded.
on the plane exploded them. So my suitcase basically smelt of root beer and was covered. Everything was soiled in root beer. So we've never done it since, but we do.
But we used to do.
We do buy it when we're there, don't we? And we always try and drink it on the last day.
Things that I will always bring home now are the teeth whitening strips.
Oh yeah.
Which you can't get over here.
Yeah, the Crest 3D ones.
Yeah, which I absolutely love. And we've started to bring some Panda Country like sauces home.
Yeah. Although they weren't very nice. We all buy them again.
Going to Panda
No, they were nowhere near. They were vinegary and horrible.
And the other thing that I will probably start bringing back, because I've tasted it since people have sent it, is the really crunchy Jif peanut butter.
Oh yeah.
I could just have a slice of toast with that on right now.
Too many calories.
Andrew Whisker says, "Would you be looking to visit Disney Tokyo, Shanghai and Hong Kong in the future?" Some of them, yes,
eventually, yeah, but obviously we'd like to get back to Disney World. We'd like to see some of his friends over there. Again, it's not all about Disney when you go to Florida. It's Florida. Orlando is a lot more than just Disney World. Especially if you, I mean, some people do go to Florida and don't even go to Disney.
And some people go to Florida and don't even come outside of Disney.
Yeah.
It's whatever you prefer, but we like to do a bit of both. And obviously, like Nick says, we have friends over there now, so
we've never been and had a set of friends in Florida. It's all happened in the last year.
Yeah.
So the next time we go, we've got. I mean, we've got Vera, who we saw on the last trip, but she kind of at Coco and things like that. And then Diva, who we met for the first time last January.
And Chris and
Jen live there now.
Got to know them, you know, like our best friends. So we're looking forward to getting back and having this lovely little Florida family. Over there. So
it'll make it a whole different type of holiday.
Yeah.
But we will still do off-the-cuff things like the bike round down celebration. We love doing unusual, different things rather than touristy things. And we'll still do Disney, obviously, because it's Disney. But we will do a lot more off-the-cuff stuff.
Barry Lynch says, "What is the first thing you will do when you get back to Orlando?"
Go to Walmart. We always go to Walmart the minute we land. In fact, no, we don't actually. The last 2 trips, we've gone straight to the parks, haven't we?
Yes, we did actually.
We've done
hardcore. That was a bit different for us.
Yeah, in fact, the last 3 trips we've been to the parks, actually.
I think we still have called to Walmart on his way back.
Yeah. Usually about 12 o'clock midnight their time, which for our body clocks is about 5 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, that's a highlight of my last trip actually, when we went in January last year. Is the first night. I remember getting in the shower when we got to the apartment or the townhouse, whatever it was, and Nikki was texting saying, "Are you ready? I'm coming round." And we were like, "Yep." And we went to Hollywood Studios that first night, and it was all done up for Christmas.
It was cold. I remember that.
It was coldish.
Yeah, that's what he's on, isn't it?
I think if you can force yourself, not everybody can, because in years gone by,
it would waste a day of your ticket as well. So if you're going for 14 days, then you've actually used one of your days. But you're not going to do Disney for 14 days solid.
going
some people might
to a park the first night, it just makes you feel like, I'm here.
It makes you magical. I mean, when we went in April 19, or March 19, was it?
Yeah.
I'm getting confused with the years. March 19. It was the first time. Yeah, we'd landed. We got in the car. We drove to Disney Springs. We couldn't. It was a Saturday night. We couldn't park. We was absolutely rammed. So we decided to go to Magic Kingdom. We parked in the Contemporary.
We were looking for a what do you call it? Like the
customer
relations to get our magic bands and stuff.
Parked in the Contemporary, walked across to the ticket booth and got his magic bands and his annual pass. And then we walked in and we stood in front of the castle. And I remember saying to you, about 12 hours ago, we were sat in Manchester Airport, and now we're stood in front of Cinderella's castle 1 month or 2 months after we'd already been with the family and the kids. And it was our first Disney trip on his own without any kids, and it changed it.
That's where it all began.
Changed it all. Adult Disney is different to family Disney.
Yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with either.
No.
But it's just for us, it opened our eyes to it. And that night, we were too tired to stay in the park because I think it's because we queued for about an hour.
We didn't even wait for the fireworks, did we?
The fireworks were about to start in about 10 minutes, and we were both like, we can't.
We do have a photo of us actually when we got in that park on that night. I'd still got my trousers on. Obviously, I'm not switched to shorts. We'll put it on the screen now. Don't worry, I know what it is. And that was the first photo, and then it was our first photo maker photo on his annual pass. And then we went to the hotel, to the Red Lion, checked in, and slept for about 6 hours.
Yes. Redowd says, will you be staying at any Disney hotels when you go back in May, all being well, or June, whatever it is?
Yes, we have got a DVC overnight stay booked at the Riviera, which is the hotel that we went and did a tour of in our January 19. No, in January 20 series. I'm getting confused. It's just lost a year, haven't we?
We've lost a year, yeah.
We did it's a small resort, but it's very French looking, and they've got a lovely bakery in there.
And they took us around, showed us a new room, which to be fair was very much like
the Saratoga Springs.
Yeah. But we liked it, and it's close to Epcot, isn't it?
It's on the Skyliner, I think.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
It's got Skyliner outside of it.
Yeah, we call it the Skyliner. I think it's from Epcot or Hollywood Studios.
We wanted to be near one with a Skyliner straight into the park.
Yeah. So that's the one we chose.
Matthew Dodd says, what tips do you have to make the most of Virgin Upperclass?
Eat as much as you can, as fast as you can. Because they will keep bringing you food and they will not stop until you stop.
Yeah.
But then, unfortunately,
you get your meals, so you obviously choose your meals in upper class,
and it's 3 course.
But that's not all you can eat. You can just
they have a snack menu
ring the bell and order more and more and more. So I was getting like little bowls of popcorn,
sandwiches, unlimited drinks.
Yeah,
and we'd already been to the lounge in the airport and stuffed his face there as well.
It's just, I don't know what the other tip is apart from food.
It makes me giddy, does it you?
Yeah.
It makes me giddy knowing that I'm like, oh, what else can I have to eat? Even though my stomach was bursting, I still wanted more.
It's nice to just put your seat down as well, convert it into a bed, have a little nap, have a little snooze. Although I'm not very good at snoozing on planes, even when I've got the bed in upper class.
Yeah.
Probably the excitement and things.
Yeah, you're buzzing when you're going out there. Coming back, you're just miserable and want to sleep. It's not comfortable.
It's the fact that you can press that buzzer whenever and somebody comes and gives you whatever you want to eat or drink. It's just,
and they know you by name as well, because they come and introduce you to.
Come and introduce yourself.
You get the same stewardess for the trip, and she knows you by name.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've tried it a couple of times, haven't we?
I want to be on it now.
Me too. Me too.
Tammy Marshall says, "What are your must-dos and don'ts for the first-time visitor to Florida, Disney, Universal, etc.?"
Right.
Well,
now these are our must-dos. Remember, so the first thing for us, we must hire a car. Some people can't drive, I understand, and some people like to stay on resorts, so you don't need a car. But for us, our must is always to have a car, because it gives us the flexibility to do what we want and go into the park for an hour, come back out again, go somewhere else, go a bit of shopping.
Again, you can only do that if you've got an annual pass as well.
No, you can't. Well, if you go into the park,
you can go, but if you've not got an annual pass, then you've got to pay for
but you don't have to. You can go to all the parks in one day when they allow park hopping again, which I think they've started doing again now. You pay one parking, but it's valid for all parks all day, so you can come in and out as many times as you want to as many parks as you want, and you still just pay the $25.
It's better now that they've got the Skyliner, so you can go here and there. But yeah, also following on from that is a don't. is I know it's difficult when you've only got like a certain amount of days, but try not to like be in the parks at 8 a.m. in the morning and be there till like
10 o'clock
at night because you will be
It's a killer.
knackered.
We've done it with kids, haven't we, to try and maximise the days.
I know, like I say, you've got to do that sometimes to fit everything in, but you'll get back to your hotel and think, I never ever want to go to Magic Kingdom ever again.
That's exactly what it was like when we went in January 19 with the kids, wasn't it?
It's just nice to dip in, have a few hours, dip out, go and chill, go back to a different park. It's nice to do it more relaxed if you can do. Yeah. I understand that a lot of people can't do, but
and if you've got a car, then it's obviously allows you to do that.
Yeah.
But
and I also think one of the other do's is, as we've said, do try and get outside the parks, experience some of the local restaurants, some of there's a lot to see that's not Disney related or not Universal related. We love Disney, we love Universal, but there's so much to Florida.
There is a lot of crap, so you've got to like fish out the crap.
Do some research on YouTube videos.
TripAdvisor. Ask on our Facebook group for non-park and like things that you can do. Going to the beach, East Coast or West Coast, is always a highlight. You do need a full day there.
Cocoa Beach is fantastic.
Clearwater for a sunset is the most amazing thing you could possibly ever see. Even though we've never done it on a vlog yet, we have done it in the past, haven't we?
Next time we'll go.
Yeah, we said that last twice.
So the do's, one of our do's is don't just go to Florida thinking that it's all
Don't
about
burn
Disney,
out on the first
Disney
week.
and Universal. Take some chill days. Go outside the parks. Go and watch some of our vlogs from the past when we do things outside the parks. Go and watch some of Chris Lost in Florida's vlogs. He does a lot of things outside the parks, like swimming with manatees.
Like you said though, dip in, dip out. Yeah. Don't feel like today's a Universal day, so therefore we've got to do 12 hours in Universal, because you'll end up hating it.
Tina Lanier says, forgive me if you have done this, but when you come to the US, do you do meet and greets with your followers? Yes and no.
We have done.
Again,
not planned.
No, we did the Starfly meetup last January, where we met up with Jojo and lots of other people, and sometimes randomly we'll just text out while we're there. Like in the October when we went back Brenda to the Starfly, we just put it on Instagram or something, didn't we? And said, this is what we're doing today. If anybody's around, want to join us.
And Pauline and Tony turned up.
Pauline and Tony turned up. We'd never met them before. And
she ended up riding.
She ended up riding with us. She wasn't planning on, but I didn't have it. I was going to ride on my own. And I said, do you fancy coming on, Pauline? And she did, bless her, and we had a very good time. So I don't know.
We still talk to those guys now, don't we? And then we met Kelly and Dan. They knew we were on the flight passage, right? Yeah. They waited at the exit where you basically go into the gift shop, and we met them there. And then we asked them to come across to Senor Frogs that night. Yeah. Told them it was quite a good night. We'd not been ourselves; it was our first night there. So we meet a lot of people through social media.
Just being there, not actually arranging meetups. Just being there and just walking around the parks and stuff. So,
but I have a fantastic memory. So if I meet somebody and then they message us later and say, "Oh, we met you in such and such," I can remember them. As we did with forgot my name.
Well, that's not good, is it? I'll leave that bit in just to show Nick up. Right. Simon Pearson says, one ride you would say you have to do while you are in Orlando.
I can't pick one.
It's a
choice of two.
Well, it's a choice of three with me. Avatar, Flight of Passage, Soaring, and Tower of Terror. But I think if I had to pick one, it's a really... I mean, obviously there's the fantastic...
Well, you know what I'm going to say, so...
There's the fantastic Galaxy's Edge ones now as well, which are amazing.
I can't pick.
If I could...
I think it could be Hagrid's, you know. I'll be controversial and I'll say Hagrid's. Because we've done Flight of Passage today.
Hagrid's is a very good ride.
Hagrid's is one of those rides that shocks you. You think it's just going to be a tame roller coaster, but oh god, no.
I think I would still have to pick Tower of Terror over everything. Even over Soaring.
That's boring.
But if I was going to choose today, Tower of Terror, because it holds so many good memories in my mind.
You're letting the Guardians of the Galaxy in California paint your memory.
Not just that, but because obviously now when I think about Tower of Terror, I've been on with Batty Brenda, I've been on with Chris and Jen,
Devo.
been on with Nikki, been on with Devo, and it holds so many good memories, and I love Tower of Terror.
Nicky just keeps a straight face when he goes on. It's like no emotion or no reaction. He just sits there and floats out of his seat and then goes back in again. It's like,
so which one for you?
It would have to be Flight of Passage, but I would probably say if Hagrid's was thrown into the mix,
it is amazing.
then I would have
wish,
Hagrid's as well.
I hope at some point they'll update Soaring to be more like Flight of Passage, like maybe 3Ds and the better screen, because that would just be fantastic.
I would say that, going back to the previous question as well, about what kind of things would you do in Florida that's off the cuff, I would make, as you see things posted on social media and you look things up, start creating a diary of things that you want to do. Look on Google Maps where it is in terms of orientating where it is. That's what I do.
That's another one of the do's actually. Plan. Even if you don't stick to it, at least you can say, right, I'm going to take this plan now and I'm going to use this for this particular day. You will plan and say, I'm going to do Epcot this day and then something else. It never happens like that unless you're... As long as you move them around,
yeah.
Like, I can't be bothered going back to the park tomorrow, so I'll do that then.
But even if you've just got ideas, like we knew we wanted to do the bike ride and we kind of had it in his mind, same as when we wanted to do Drink the World, we hadn't really got any firm plans, we just knew we wanted to do it and we kind of said, right, today we're going to do this.
Yeah. Also, another do is, I know we're going back to a previous question, but also another do is that I thought of is do think about going to the water parks, even if you're a person that doesn't like water rides or slides or anything like that. And we used to kind of not go to water parks because of that, because I'm not that into water rides. I didn't used to.
There's many a time we will go and just lounge on some
lounger. One of our favourite days is just going to Typhoon Lagoon, getting a lounger, getting some snacks, getting a Mickey's anniversary coffee, and I take my book, take my Kindle.
It's just chilling me out now, just thinking about it.
You make sure you've got loads of music on your phone, don't you?
We go to Walmart and we get one of those yogurts and granolas in a pot and then take it to Typhoon Lagoon and eat it in our favourite lounges.
And I know you might say, well, why not just go to a beach? Well, the beaches are quite a bit of a drive, but just going to Typhoon Lagoon or Volcano Bay is just a really chilled out day.
Even if it's just for a morning or a couple of hours, it's just a nice way to start the day. We've even gone and sat in the rain in the parks, haven't we? And if you're UK based and you get park hoppers, you get your water parks included anyway.
Yeah. Kathy Rock says, are you going to be staying off-site in a villa in May or whenever we get there?
Yes, it's going to be off-site. We will always choose the bulk of the holiday off-site.
Apart from our Riviera.
That's just a one night.
Yeah, and we may even do another night. I really want to try Universal Hotel. We've got some friends, Dan, Mello, and Stacey, hi guys, who are really, really into Universal, and it makes me want to go and experience it. Just like
I want to do Cabana Bay. I've seen videos for Cabana Bay. I want to go do Cabana Bay.
Those guys stay in Universal, and they make it sound really good that you can go out in City Walk on a night, grab a boat back afterwards, back to your hotel.
That's the problem we've always had. We've always stayed far away from Universal, so we've always had to get Ubers.
We've never really done it at night. We once did it at night with Sazzle, didn't we?
Years ago,
Went to a nightclub there.
She was sulking all day, wasn't she? And then she met one of her neighbours that lived on her street in a nightclub.
And she couldn't believe it.
And she was just, and it completely brought her out of her shell, and we were like, thought you were sulking, Sazzle.
Hi, Sazzle. I don't think she was sulking, she was just in a bad mood that day. Like
the whole day.
And
I think her hair braids had fallen out.
And that's the only time we've really done Universal at night, so I would like to, when we go back, we need to look at...
I'd like to go back with Sazzle, me.
Yeah, one day we will.
But she'd never leave the dogs, so...
Well, that's true, unfortunately. Right, Nikki Raybold, if you have to wear masks in the parks, will you still go?
Yes.
As long as we've had the vaccine.
Yeah.
And you know, we feel protected that way.
Well, hopefully, if they, I mean, you never know, America might do vaccine passports, where if you've had the vaccine, you don't have to mask up.
Maybe. But I do imagine that it is quite bad in stifling heat to have a mask on.
It's bad here when you go in like a building and it's quite warm, your mask gets quite moist and wet.
There is certain times, even the other day, I didn't actually tell you, it just happened. Where were we? I can't remember where we were. Oh, I think we'd gone to IKEA. And you know how IKEA is like a maze, so when you're in the middle of IKEA, you know you can't get out for a while. And I had my mask on, and I felt myself thinking, I need to take my mask off. I obviously didn't, but my head went into search mode, like, where's the exits? Where's the exits?
I need to wind the window down and stick your head out.
So, I mean, obviously in the
parks, must be hard. I can imagine it's really hard.
And yeah,
Chris has said it's hard, hasn't he?
When it's so humid, it must be so so bad.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, this time of year, it's only like our summer, so.
as long as we've had the vaccine, if we have to wear a mask, obviously we will.
Yeah. It won't put us off. No. Let's put it that way.
We have 2 more questions left. So Emma Richardson says, would you ever take your nieces to Disney World with you? If you've not seen our January 2019 vlogs, we did take them with us, or we didn't take them, they came with us.
Yep.
So check out January 2019 vlogs where the girls came to Disney World with us.
Would we go again?
I think, I've said this in other videos.
When they're a bit older, yeah.
They need to be a little bit older, I think, and I think we'll start off by taking them to Disneyland Paris. So it's a nice short flight, and it's hopefully a little bit more chilled out, because it was stressful for the girls as well. Both of them got colds on the first day.
So did we.
And so did we. So it's a long way to take little kids. So yeah, 10 years time, I'm sure we'll be going back to Disney with them loads. Hopefully we'll be still vlogging. We
may even take them with just us two. We might just like uncles and nieces do Disney.
They might take over the channel one day when they're it might become the Lodge Girls, and they might become Disney vloggers, who knows. Right, final question is from Debbie Rucker. She says, hi guys, what new rides in Walt Disney World are you looking forward to doing the most?
Well, can I take this one?
Well, I'll say my
well, it's not in Disney World, but it's in Universal, so I would kind of class it as the same, but I want to do the new Velociraptor ride, which looks amazing. It was on, pictures were posted online this week of the front of the ride, and it looks like a blue, black, shiny Porsche. I really want to do that. If it's anything like Hagrid's, which I would imagine it's going to be quite similar to, I think it's going to be epic.
Well, I don't think it's going to be like Hagrid's. I think you go upside down and all sorts of stuff.
Do you?
I think. I haven't really. I've noticed that.
I've seen the simulation of it.
Yeah. Well, the other two for me in Disney are obviously Tron. Can't wait to try Tron.
They've put that back now, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Well, they're talking about it. There's nothing confirmed, but rumours are that they've changed it now to be released in 2022.
Yeah. And the Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster in Epcot. Those 3. I was really looking forward to Spaceship Earth being remodelled and done. I think they've put that on hold indefinitely now.
I need to look up Tron, because the last I looked, when I saw it, they'd actually sealed the building. They'd sealed the track and they'd sealed where the gift shop was and completely locked it up as if they were going to postpone work. But it was all rumour at the time. We need to check on it because I'm not sure what's happened. So if you do know, guys, do comment below if you've heard anything since this video was recorded.
We'll look it up as well.
Yeah.
So thanks, guys. Thanks for those questions. Apologies if you don't like Florida, but hopefully you enjoyed our questions and answers anyway. Hit the like button, click the notification bell if you are new around here. Hit the subscribe button, and we shall see you guys tomorrow for another daily vlog.
Bye for now.